Hello and Assalamualaikum. In this video, I would like to share with you about our topic today on infectious disease. These are the outlines for our lecture for this topic. History of human most deadly pandemic, meaning of infectious disease, public health in general, dengue, tuberculosis, HIV and AIDS, SARS, Ebola, and prevention of infectious disease. History of human most deadly pandemic. If we look at the picture here, back in 1347 until 1351, there was Black Death or bubonic plague. It is a pandemic. Okay, bubonic fever killed. The bubonic fever killed 200 million of people. The plague actually started in mouse, and the fleas was the vector and infect humans infected by the fleas. The pandemic wiped out 30 to 50% of European population at the time, and it was the worst pandemic ever happened to human. And then we have smallpox, killed 56 million of people. Estimated back then 90% of Native Americans were killed by smallpox. And for smallpox, human developed the first ever vaccine, and this vaccine helped to tackle or handle the smallpox pandemic. And also after that, 1918 to 1919, Spanish flu, a kind of pandemic that also affect Southeast Asia at the time. Malaya, there were no Malaysia at that time, but we have Malaya, and population here also affected by Spanish flu. Spanish flu killed 40 to 50 millions of people. In modern days, we have HIV/AIDS, and the pandemic started in 1981. Until today, there is no cure for HIV and AIDS. Okay, back then in 1981, HIV/AIDS actually infected or most prevalent among the LGBT community, the gay people, okay, the homosexual people back then. Okay, it was well known as a disease that killed lots of homosexual people. And then we have many kind of flu, like Asian flu, Russian flu, Hong Kong flu. Okay, Hong Kong flu in 1968 until 1970 killed 1 million of people. Ebola, 2014 until 2016, Ebola mainly happen or mainly occur in African continents. MERS killed less than 1,000 people. 2000 started in 2012 until today. We still have MERS until today, and we have a SARS pandemic back in 2002 until 2003, killed also less than 1,000 people. Swine flu kill many people, 200,000 of people. Swine flu 2009 until 2010. Okay, swine flu also affect Malaysia. Okay, and today, since 2019, we have the pandemic, COVID-19 pandemic until today, still ongoing. Killed, this COVID-19 pandemic killed 1 million people, more than 1 million people actually. Meaning of infectious disease: a disease caused by invading organism or virus that live in the body. Basically, our body is a microbiome, and we usually get benefit. Okay, the microbes commensal to human, but some of the microbes, known as pathogens, they make us sick. Then this infectious disease may be transmitted organism to organism, okay, either directly or because of the vector indirectly. Okay, organism to organism, either same species, okay, human to human, or animal to human. Animal to human is known as zoonosis. Okay, we learn about this in our assignment in first semester. The organism causes disease are called pathogens. Pathogens are like viruses, bacteria, fungi, protozoans, flatworms. And zoonosis or zoonotic disease is an infectious disease caused by a pathogen, okay, that has jumped from a non-human animal to human. Zoonosis is like MERS or Zika. Okay, that is an example of zoonosis. Vector is an intermediate organism that transmit disease, like in bubonic plague or bubonic fever. Actually, the disease, the reservoir of the disease, the host, actually the mouse, the animal. Okay, how the bubonic infect people is when the fleas as a vector bite the infected mouse, and then the fleas bite the human, and then that was make human get sick. Okay, fleas, kutu as a vector. Okay, sometimes we have mosquito as a vector. Public health in general. Public health is the science of protecting and improving the health of people and their communities. This work is achieved by promoting healthy lifestyles, okay, researching disease and prevent it, detecting and responding to the infectious disease. The global burden of infectious disease. Infectious disease were responsible for the largest global burden of premature death and disability until the end of 20th century. Okay. Over the previous centuries, global pandemic of infectious disease such as smallpox, bubonic fever or bubonic plague, all kind of influenza, affect the population survival. Emerging pandemic viral infections remain a constant threat. Okay, many human infected by this pandemic because they are close contact to the animals. Okay, for example, infections such as SARS, MERS, Ebola, and Zika. and others like influenza and chikungunya. Okay. Impact of pandemics, including physical health. People get sick, people affected by disability because of the diseases, mental health, social, economy, technology, politics, and governance. Dengue caused by virus, serotype 1 to 4, vector mosquitoes, the Aedes. 2.5 billion people could be at risk of dengue. About 2.5% those who are infected would die. Dengue is one of most deadly pandemic in Malaysia. Malaria, also a disease spread by vectors. This time also mosquitoes, but Anopheles mosquito. Okay, this mosquito actually they have inside the mosquito a parasite of Plasmodium. Okay, in 2019, estimated 229 million of malaria cases worldwide. Okay, children aged under 5 years old are the most vulnerable affected. Okay, they can die if the child infected with malaria under age of 5, the higher risk to die because of the disease. Okay, actually if you go to the klinik kesihatan, you can ask for the medication, a tablet. Okay, anti-malaria tablet. Usually this, if you want to go to the jungle for field work, or people work in the jungle, like jabatan perhutanan, okay, their staff, usually they are equipped with the tablet, and sometimes also the soldier, our soldier also equipped with the tablet. Tuberculosis, okay, tuberculosis